Thank you. আমি কথা পাতি আছো কি আমি আমাৰ উত্তৰ পূৰ্বাঞ্চলৰ যোনবোৰ সাংস্কৃতিক সাজপাৰ আছে আমি সেইবোৰ কেনেকৈ প্ৰমোট কৰিব পাৰোঁ বা আমি নৰ্থ ইষ্টত যিমান ট্ৰাইবছ কালচাৰ্ছ প্ৰেজেণ্ট আছে আমি গ্ল'বেল প্লেটফৰ্মত কেনেকৈ ৰেকগনাইজ হ'ব পাৰোঁ আমি সেইবোৰৰ বিষয়ে কথা পাতি আছোঁ।
It belongs to Nagaland?
Yes, I'm from Nagaland.
Which place?
I'm from Dimapur.
From Dimapur.
My name is Lydia. I'm the president of Ethnic Group of Nagaland.
President of?
Ethnic Group of Nagaland.
Ethnic Group of Nagaland.
Yeah.
You Angami or
I'm Sema. I'm
you
from Sema community. Yeah.
Yes, he belongs to Sema community.
Yeah.
And it is a varieties tribes here.
Yes.
Naga headhunter is there. And
Yes,
all.
we're the headhunters. I mean, well, we're the warriors, the red warriors.
Yes, the Naga warrior.
And I'm proud.
Naga warrior.
The one that protected the hills from the
Yeah,
European
yeah.
threats.
Yes. I've, we have so many stories.
You reside here. You reside here at Guwahati.
Actually, I stay in Dimapur.
You're staying in Dimapur.
Yeah. I often come here for meetings, for business purpose, and go back here.
You have own business.
Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I do networking and I have some shops in Dimapur and
What is your name?
my name is Lydia Aomi.
Lydia Aomi.
Yeah, Aomi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. আজিৰ যিটো তোমাৰ কাৰ্যসূচীটোৰ গোটেই ইভেণ্টটোৰ পাৰ্পজ অসমীয়াটো অসমীয়াতে কওঁ।
নমস্কাৰ, ব্যতিক্ৰম উইমেন কনক্লেভলৈ সকলোকে স্বাগতম জনাইছোঁ। মই কুশিকা মৃগাশ্ৰী বৰুৱা আৰু অতি সুখী হৈছোঁ সকলোৱে যে ব্যতিক্ৰমে এনে পদক্ষেপ গ্ৰহণ কৰিছে য'ত অকল অসমী নহয় উত্তৰ পূৰ্বাঞ্চলৰ যিমানগৰাকী এণ্টাৰপ্ৰেনিয়াৰ্ছ আছে বিজনেছ উইমেন বা আমি যোনগৰাকীক ষ্টাৰ উইমেন নাৰী সবলীকৰণৰ কথা কওঁ আজি সকলোৰে বিষয়ে আমি ইয়াত কথা পাতিছোঁ তেওঁলোকৰ ছাকচেছ ষ্টৰিজ কথা শুনিছোঁ তেওঁলোকৰ ষ্ট্ৰেটেজিজবোৰ বুজিছোঁ আৰু সকলোৰে মাজত প্ৰতিভা আৰু প্ৰেৰণা জগাই তুলিছোঁ আমি মহিলাসকলে আৰু সকলোকে মই অশেষ ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ যিসকল আজি আমাৰ অনুষ্ঠানটোত যোগদান কৰিছে ধন্যবাদ ব্যতিক্ৰমলৈ মোৰ ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিলোঁ।
আৰু কিমান মহিলা ইয়াত আজি ফেলিচিটেড হৈছে?
বহুত আপোনাৰ ক'ব গ'লে চাগে নিয়াৰলি 100 কাৰণ আপোনাৰ গেষ্ট লিষ্টতেই আমি পেনেলিষ্টে মোৰ দেন 40 গেষ্ট লিষ্টতে মোৰ দেন 30 আৰু আমাৰ বাকীবোৰ গেষ্টো আছে চাগে টিকটক 100 নিয়াৰলি হৈছে আৰু ইয়াত কেৱল অকল মহিলা নহয় ইয়াত বহুত পুৰুষো আছে যিসকলে মহিলাসকলক আগবাঢ়িবলৈ সহায় কৰিছে কাৰণ এখন যিহেতু এখন সমাজ হয় কেৱল অকল মহিলা বা পুৰুষেই নহয় মহিলা পুৰুষ দুয়ো একেলগে আগুৱাই যাব লাগিব কিন্তু আজি যিহেতু মহিলাক স্পেচিফাই কৰি আমি চেলিব্ৰেট কৰিছোঁ উদযাপন কৰিছোঁ নাৰী সবলীকৰণৰ বিষয়ে গতিকে বৰ ভাল লাগিছে আজি ধন্যবাদ।
Before I start off with our panel discussion, may I request everyone to kindly rise in their places.
तहे दिल से शुक्रिया कि इतने वरिष्ठ व्यक्तियों के बीच में मुझ छोटी सी जान को यहाँ पर बिठा दिया। मुझे नहीं पता मैं कितना डिजर्व करती हूँ यहाँ पर मैम के सामने मनीषा मैम के सामने ऐसे बात करने के लिए लेकिन मेरे लिए ये बहुत बड़ी रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि मैं यहाँ पर so there are a couple of learnings that I have. I learned that try to make your brand bigger than you. So when I go out and people ask me, oh, holiday sorai, mahunisu holiday sorai kotha, apuni niki. I feel so good. I feel like I'm Batman. No one knows me. So I'm an educator by day and a designer by night, activist in the spare time, and a full-time mother. So yes, I try to maintain what I do. I wouldn't say that I maintain work-life balance because enuka kecha nahoy je maiki
तेरा छुआ in every field we got to face many challenges. And first of all, I am sending my love and regards to everyone sitting out here, all the respected panelists and everyone. And thank you, Byatikram Masdo, thank you for asking me this beautiful, actually integrating question. And I feel actually privileged to share this stage among this such an inspiring ladies and gentlemen, actually. And you asked me about my journey. Yeah, I would like to say that
to the successful women who stay in our state, but at the same time, hearing them, it inspires a lot of other women who are listening to this young, charismatic women who have been successful in their endeavors. It's a privilege for me to stand in front on a women's conclave, because I always feel and believe that woman is the strongest character in this world that God had made, and had there been no woman, there would have been no men as well. So woman always, does everything that I've seen from my mother. In fact, when I was just sitting, I recalled my mother. My mother, she's late, she's expired, she's no more. But
আজি প্ৰায় 60 বছৰৰ আগতে মই অকলে অসম আকাশত উৰিছিলোঁ। আজি মোক যিটো সন্মান দিছে সেইটো হয়তো মই কেতিয়াও ভবা নাছিলোঁ যে মই এনেকৈ ষ্টেজলৈ আহি ইমানখিনি গুণী জ্ঞানী মানুহৰ আগত কথা এষাৰ ক'বলৈ পাৰিছোঁ। তাৰ কাৰণে মই সকলোকে ধন্যবাদ দিছোঁ। আৰু এটা কথা মই সদায় কওঁ যে নতুন প্ৰজন্মৰ যিখিনি ল'ৰা ছোৱালী আছে, তেওঁলোক মই যেতিয়া ফ্লাইং কৰিছিলোঁ তাতকৈ বহুত বেছি আগবঢ়া। তেখেতসকলে অকল খেল খেলাতেই নহয়, তেখেতসকলে বহুত বিষয়ত অতীতৰ যিখিনি আছিলোঁ আমি সেইখিনিকে বহুত আগবঢ়া। খেলা ধূলাৰ কথা সেইটো নকওঁৱেই। আৰু আজিকালিতো ল'ৰা ছোৱালীয়ে একে সমানে কাম কৰে, ল'ৰাই যিটো পাৰে হয়তো ছোৱালীও কৰিব পাৰে। সেইকাৰণে মই ভাবিছোঁ নতুন প্ৰজন্মৰ কাৰণে মই এইটোকে ক'ম যে তোমালোকে কাম কৰি যোৱা, পিছলৈ নাচাবা, আৰু সততা আৰু তোমালোকে মনোযোগ দি কামটো কৰিবা যাতে তোমালোকে ছাকচেছফুল হোৱা। এয়া কৈ মই সামৰিলোঁ। Thank you very much.
Please, ma'am, would like to have you on stage. I'd like to call upon stage Srimati Kalyani Shaha Roy, Government Chief Whip, Government of Tripura. I'd like to call upon stage my very dear Aida, Hira Soliha Hajurika. She's the first women pilot from Northeast. We'd like to call upon stage Dr. Nobonita Haq, Madam Assistant High Commissioner Bangladesh in Guwahati. We'd like to call upon stage VK Nath, Chairman, Shankha Press Private Limited. We'd like to call upon stage Srimati Oli Bora, General Manager, MSc, FNA, HR and Admin, Netweek. We'd like to call upon stage Shankar Shubra Devbharman, poet and novelist. We'd like to call upon stage Monica Hajurika Baido. Well, she's a renowned artist of Northeast. I'd like to call each and every one of you on stage, and please give a big round of applause.
দিদি রাইটলি বলেছেন, সংসার থেকেই শুরু হয়। যে মায়েরা নিজের কর্মজগতে হয়তো নেই, যারা হোম মেকার, তাদের সন্তানকে যখন জিজ্ঞেস করা স্কুলে বাবা কি করেন, বাবা ডক্টর, বাবা ব্যবসায়ী, বাবা অফিসার কিছু, যখন জিজ্ঞেস করেন মা কি করেন, মা কিছু করেন না। অথচ সকালবেলা মা সকলের আগে ঘুম থেকে উঠেন। স্বামী কি খেয়ে অফিসে যাবে, ছেলে কি খেয়ে অফিসে যাবে, টিফিন বক্সটা ঠিকমতো হলো কিনা তৈরি, বাবু ব্যাগের বইগুলো ঠিকমতো গুছিয়েছে কি, হয়তো মাই গুছিয়ে দিয়েছেন শত ব্যস্ততার মাঝেও। আবার রাত্রিতে সকলের পরে যে মা বিছানায় যান, সে মাকে শুনতে হয় মা কিচ্ছু করেন না। এই তাগিদ যারা ভিতর থেকে অনুভব করেছেন যে আমাকে কিছু করতে হবে, এই পৃথিবীতে এসেছি নিজের পরিচয়টা রেখে যাব গর্বের সাথে। আজকে তারা এই হল ঘরে উপস্থিত হয়েছেন। আপনাদের জন্য জোরে একটা হাততালি হয়ে যাবে। তো
to women or a society or a family?
First of all, a very warm welcome and thank you so much for inviting me today. I'd like to, before I answer your question, I'd like to just share a little bit of my story before I answer the question. My journey started in London. I was born in England many years ago, 55 years ago, and I think I was the first generation of Assamese children being born and brought up in the UK to come and live in Assam. So my empowerment started because I was born to a pilot and I was born to a singer. Many of you may think that my father was the pilot and my mother was the singer, but actually it was the other way around. I was born to my mother who was a pilot and my father who was the singer. And that was my first lesson in women empowerment. I believed and I grew up believing that women can achieve anything they aspire to do, become, and they can really make it a reality. So that was how I was brought up and I lived my life in London. And then there was something unusual that happened again when I was in my 20s. I happened to meet the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Again, the unusual part was that he lived in Assam. And I lived in London, and he didn't want to come to Assam. He didn't want to come to London, so I ended up coming to Assam. And I've been spending the last 30 years in Assam itself. I've had a long journey, and I think what I would really like to say to the new generation, the generation below us who will be taking forth the baton of women empowerment, what I would like to say is this: find your passion, find your obsession, find your desire. It has to be so strong that it fuels you every day. You don't only dream about it, you become it. That is how strong your desire needs to be. And now coming to your question, my desire was to help people who suffer. My desire was to bring mental peace to people who are in need of help and advice and guidance. So that's when I started studying. I was already a mother. I've got 2 children. I also have a daughter-in-law now. And but I've also allowed the 2 rivers, my professional life and my personal life, to flow side by side. At the age of 50,
I think we all are wanting, that's the only word we want to hear from our siblings, our mothers, our parents. So we are in 1995. I was in school, and that was the first time when I first got the knack of designing. I mean, I could see myself that I have it in me. There was this school function, and we had to wear a colored dress, which was like a bliss for us to wear a colored dress to school on an annual day. So I would come to my mom and then tell her to get this for me, and then she would go to the local market, fetch some clothes, and then she would sew it for me and I would just wear it. That time when I touched the stitches of that dress, I did not know that these stitches would sew my future ahead. Life went on, and then I got married. I completed my studies, I got married, and with my husband I got an opportunity to travel all across India. Now that was a real learning experience for me. He was being into the army. We could move to different states like Lucknow, Visakhapatnam, Ladakh. When I was in Lucknow, I could get an opportunity to communicate with the workers, the hand workers, the Zardozi workers, the chicken curry workers, and I could understand. That was a different world for me. Till such time I did not understand. I would just go to the market and buy a ready cloth, but when I saw the making of the intricacies of the making of the dresses, that was really interesting for me. And that's how I started designing my own attires. Now we are in 2011, yes. So when I relocated myself to Assam, all this learning journey, the journey which I had crossed, all these learning experiences, I tried to put into my Mekhela Sador. That was a time when I brought a transition in the era of Mekhela Sador. And I think there was a monotony during that time. People were wanting to look into a different look of the Mekhela Sador. They definitely wanted
gender. For me, I don't want the word compete, and we don't want the word women empowerment. When we say women empowerment, for me, I feel we are set aback. We can, when we are born as a girl. And I'm sure the rest of the students sitting here and all the ladies esteemed one must have never thought that why can't we be, why can't we do, and why can't we move forward? For me, as I said, I'm quite different. For me, women empowerment is not with a gender. Women empowerment for me is same with all. And that is why we have to stand forward. It depends on what profession we choose. It depends on where we move. And it depends on how far we can go. But a time will come for all, and when we think ourselves like, okay, we have reached to one place, where we think ourselves that, yeah, we have reached up to this place. But I think destiny has its own place, and we never know where destiny takes. I am one of it, where I never knew what my destiny has brought in front of you all. I am from a very far area from Assam. The gentleman was saying that nobody understands Northeast. It's very true. Still, people from Assam also don't know from where I am. It's very strange. And then I belong to an area which is very beautiful in place, the only hill station in Assam, but very less well known to the rest of Northeast and to the rest of the people. To the community that I belong is also very less known in the entire world. Forget about Assam, forget about India. Very less known, very less speakers of the language that I speak of my mother tongue. But I am so, destiny has brought me here. So I'm very grateful to the destiny, and I don't know how this destiny has brought it. Maybe because I was always thinking that no, there is no word called as a woman empowerment, or otherwise, as you all believe in woman empowerment, maybe I will also start believing in woman empowerment. As we had seen it here, it's a future story. When we come to, not only to the profession that I am in, but anywhere, be it anywhere, when we always study, we always think that we should be in somewhere or the other profession. We always wanted to have something of our own, and we wanted to always achieve it. When we achieve it, we wanted to achieve it more. We wanted to go more, and we want to climb the ladder more. Sometimes if we think that the ladder has been cut off, we feel that, okay, we are not supposed to be there. But for me, again, that is also different. Because my story is something different. And then we can still come up. To all the young girls sitting over there, whenever there is a discrimination word the gentleman he was saying, it's very true. We are proud to call ourselves a woman. But at the same time, the difficulties that we are being faced of only by the looks is also being what we always see. The moment we see ourselves by somebody from the North Indian part of the mainland India, we are being called as chinky. Very true. And this is the truth that we all are having it on ourselves. Those are things that we have to overcome. Those are things that they should understand, that you might call us chinky, but still we are what we are, and we are capable of what we can. This is where women empowerment, somewhere if we need for a longer discussion, and a debate can go on, and it can go on continue. And then I think those type of debates will be more interesting to share the stories of somebody and to come up to a main definition of a woman empowerment. I'm very happy that everybody has achieved something or the other. And I'm also happy that many youngsters who are here will also be able to achieve whatever you want to be. When I said my story is something different, I come from a background of what from Tripura Madam has come. She also has a zoology, I also has a geology background. My aim was never to become here where I'm standing here. My aim was always to be in the college where I will be able to teach somebody, and in the classroom that will be a quite spacious place where every youngsters of a woman fraternity would like to be in the profession of a teaching, because we can see our family very nicely. We do have so many holidays like how our children will be having, and that is what the only aim of having more of the teacher is. This is my way of expressing, and then it is very true. But destiny has something. I had struggled a lot to become a lecturer. I worked there. Education, whatever was being asked, everything has been fulfilled. But destiny did not want to be where I want to be. I am standing in front of you, not because I am capable of my. I'm standing in front of you because for the others will think, okay, if she is capable, I can also be capable. And when we see the definition ourselves, we can really call, okay, we are bringing the younger generation to the forefront. When we come in the profession, when I've been saying to any of the profession, because of the female gender, because we are being female, we understand that there are so many issues lying with us, and there are so many issues that can come us. My mother used to always tell me, I don't know what is the word you call it in Haflong Hindi. We have a very special Hindi called in Haflong Hindi with no grammar at all. But the word is like Karahi है ना जो हिंदी में बोलता है कराही. That is always black, isn't it? It's made up of copper and it's always black. So my mother, since childhood, she always used to tell us, you know, girls are karahi. If you are being put in a fire, even if you try to rub it with the steel wool or something, it never rubs off. The black remains black. This is the one that she has been always insisting us from childhood. But I used to take the opposite. I used to say, if there is a karahi and if it is being brought in the firewood and if it is black, we can also understand that this is being strong. So for me, something that is being very particular, which is being very true to our own life, is what I just wanted to express.